Andre Bozia, the French head chef of the Hotel Metropole Hanoi, is a talented artist in processing Vietnamese dishes. For him, the art of Vietnamese cuisine is not only bringing out his passion for cooking, but also express all the interesting things about culture, country, and the people of Vietnam. Born and raised in France, attached to the creative work from a small age, at 17, Andre Bozia has worked in the field of gastronomy in Besançon and won the national cooking competition for students in Paris. Andre Bozia worked in the position of head chefs at great hotels and restaurants in Scotland, Austria, Egypt, Czech Republic, Switzerland, Japan, and Australia. That is why coming to Vietnam is considered as a new trial on the way to experience with creative culinary arts. Hello everyone and welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC10 Net Viet. For no further ado, let me welcome the head chef of Indochina 1915, Mr. Andre Bozia, and he will share with us about some of the new dishes to celebrate Christmas in Vietnam. Thank you, Andre, for joining us. So first of all, let me ask you, you have been to many countries before, so why did you choose Vietnam as your final destination?
Actually, Vietnam chose me. I was in Sydney and the company in Sofitel, and the company asked me if I wanted to come in Sofitel Metropole in Hanoi. And I knew Vietnam through books, and I always was interested and willing to come and to discover Vietnam. So I came in Hanoi in 2008. It was very exciting to start working, and I start to love Hanoi and Vietnam more and more. Every day there is new things happening and discovery. So amazing place.
Yeah. So can you describe what is your daily life would be?
My daily life, I work every day. I come at work early, about 8. Then now in Hanoi, in 19 Indochine, I'm the manager as well. So I go check the kitchen, I check all the building, open the shutter of all the windows, check the chefs, what's the menu with the waiter, bookings and everything. And actually, a very busy day, and the day goes very fast because we have many guests.
So why did you choose Indochina as your, your current workplace now? Why did you left Metropole and come here?
I spent 4 years. I worked 4 years in Sofitel Metropole, and I think it was time for me to see something different. And 1915 Indochine started to open. They were looking for a chef and manager, so they asked me. And it's a good challenge because the house, firstly, the house is amazing. I mean, the location, the architecture of the house, it's typical French. Then the architect keep as well design French. And the buffet was the target. We were supposed to make a buffet. So we do two-floor buffet with French and mostly Vietnamese food. And everything is fresh, and it was a nice challenge because we start from nothing.
So what would you describe about your cuisine, your style of cooking?
My style of cooking is very traditional. I like the authentic taste and flavor. For me, cooking is taking the food ingredient from the garden, straight away from the garden, and the texture and the flavor combined together to make dishes to surprise the guest. This is very important to me.
So traditional French?
Traditional French, but we change the way of presenting or serving, and flavor is the same. I mean, the most important for me is the flavor, authentic flavor and the freshness of the ingredient. So here we choose every day. We have the market. People from the market come delivery twice a day, morning and afternoon.
How has the Vietnamese cuisine, the spice and the culture influenced your cooking now?
Quite a lot. I mean, I make some dishes, Vietnamese dishes with a French twist. Let's say like we have foie gras, nem foie gras. Yeah. So we do the nem, but we put foie gras. Foie gras is very typical French ingredient, and our guests love it. We have as well some asparagus we do a nem asparagus with smoked salmon or gravlax. and many we have oyster. We take the oyster with the cheese and the cream and white wine sauce, very typical and gratinated and hot. So I combine both. I combine Vietnamese and French culture and dishes, and we mix together.
And now, before we continue on with our talk, we want to invite you into the kitchen of Indochina 1915 with Mr. Andre Bozier, and he will share with us some of the ways to cook a traditional meals for Christmas using Vietnamese spice.
Bonjour. Aujourd'hui, today we will cook some traditional French dish, which is a pan-fried foie gras with apple, roasted apple with honey. And I will explain you as well some traditional dish we serve at Christmas time in France. And in the countryside and mostly in all over France, we usually serve foie gras, smoked salmon. We have some sea scallop baked with mashed potatoes. We serve as well the turkey or the chapon, which is a big chicken and very famous with the meat, very tender, with some chestnut and baked potatoes as well. We have a lot of cheeses as well. It is a time where we have a good selection of cheeses. We used to enjoy and eating cheese with bread, freshly homemade bread. And the dessert we have the traditional Christmas log. So today I will cook for you pan-fried foie gras with roasted apple. So for this recipe we need foie gras. This is duck liver, apple, one slice of apple, some bread. So this is bread, sliced bread with butter and garlic, and we cook in the oven. Then sea salt, little bit honey, sugar. So I will start to cook now for you. First of all, we need to heat the fry pan, very hot. So this is the foie gras. I will take the foie gras. Listen, you can listen. See, you have to be very, 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 very hot. Then I will put some rock salt, little bit. Haptio, pepper. Voilà. And no oil, no butter, nothing. Just the foie gras. You can see it's giving some oil. See, you have to be brown. See the color a little bit brown. It's very, very nice. Then I will cook the apple. I cook now the apple with the same of the oil of the foie gras. So the apple will have the flavor of the foie gras. This is cooked very, very fast. So the foie gras have to be no well done. It's not going to be well done. It will going to be medium. Apple will be starting caramelized a little bit. Just a fresh goose duck liver, sorry, and we slice it and just pan fry. No alcohol, nothing. Just a little bit salt. Now I will do like this. So I will put a little bit sugar because I want to give a little color caramelized on the apple. Oh, fire. With a little bit honey. This you can cook in advance. In Europe we cook, in France we cook in advance. I mean 1 hour before, and then we just flash in the oven, and then so we can enjoy a drink with the family and friends. Little decoration. Okay. So I put an apple. This is my apple, cooked apple, pan fried. Then now I have the foie gras. It's still hot. I will take the foie gras. So we put a crouton, garlic crouton. And final touch with a little bit of balsamic. I put little bit salt, rock salt on the top to finalize the dish. And voila.
So, Mr. Andre, the Vietnamese people is getting more aware and interest about celebrating Christmas in Vietnam, which is a traditional festival in Western countries. So, how do you feel about that?
I'm very happy. I mean, every day since I'm here, it's about 8 years now, and I can see more and more spirit of Christmas in Hanoi. I mean, in the street, it's full of light. People are happy, they're buying gifts, they go in the shop, it's all decorated. And people spending time as well in the hotels. The Vietnamese are coming now on 24th and 25th on December to have enjoy our meal, traditional Christmas lunch or dinner.
Yeah, compared to the time that you first been to Vietnam and to this time now? Does the way of the Vietnamese people aware about Christmas and want to celebrate the spirit of Christmas change?
I think Vietnamese, the spirit, they have the spirit already, because the spirit of Christmas is having good time with some friends, sharing food and drinks and giving presents. Already, Vietnamese, you have this already. You many times on the weekend, on night, you meet all the family and enjoy sharing dishes and eating. So you have the spirit already. Christmas spirit is after, it's Western, as you said, and Vietnamese, they will learn slowly, but this is more like religious issue. But for Christmas, I think spirit is there on Christmas in Hanoi.
Does the energy of the crowd and as you said, your customer come to you more often on Christmas to celebrate here. Does it inspire you for new cuisine, new dishes?
We do. We try to keep traditional. In 1915, we have some special, but we have the traditional turkey. This you cannot escape the turkey. We do foie gras. This is very named foie gras. This is very special. Bisque, lobster bisque. We have glühwein. We have stollen. We have sea scallop. We do sea scallop baked. This is typical with mashed potatoes and cheese and very in the oven, very nice. And many dishes for Christmas. Chocolate as well. Vietnamese start to like more and more sweet, like chocolate. The kids, they love chocolate, so we have a chocolate fontaine. There is many desserts with chocolate. Combined, they have Vietnamese food, which is very nice and healthy, and then typical Christmas Western food, mostly French because I'm French. But no, they love it.
If you have to compare, Christmas in Vietnam with the spirit back in your hometown, how would you describe the difference? Is there any difference?
Mostly the difference is the climate. I mean, my place is -20. There is 2 meters snow. We cold. My mother used to cook on 24 December, Christmas Eve. She used to cook for all the family. Then we eat. We go to church at midnight. Go back, open the present. But this is only religious. But the spirit is different. Actually, spirit Christmas is to sharing, having good time with friends, enjoying food, drinking, sharing present, and this is more in spirit. Be happy, taking a good time with each other.
And what is your plan during this Christmas?
I will work here. So, but after I will go home, and we'll put some Christmas music. And then my wife, we have Christmas tree, so we put many presents for our daughter. Then my wife, she will distribute the Christmas present. And then my daughter, she's only 3, but she will be excited to open. And she opened all the presents, and wow. And then we have champagne as well.
So thank you for all of your sharing today, and I hope that you will have a Merry Christmas and you will be inspired more to create new dishes for the Vietnamese customers every day.
Okay, merci. Joyeux Noël.
And that's the end for Sharing Vietnam today. I hope that you have some tips and you will be inspired to go right into your kitchen and prepare some food for Christmas. Any questions and recommendations, please email at sharingvietnam@netvittv.net. Thank you and see you again.